President Olive McGowan will now lead us in the salute to the flag. Graduates, please remain standing for the playing of the national anthem after we pledge allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Graduating seniors, parents, school board members, honored guests, friends, family, and those of you that are joining us remotely, I welcome you to our beautiful auditorium for the 148th commencement exercise of the Greenwich Central School District. As most of you know, we at GCS believe that excellence is a tradition. Our tradition of excellence is based on the bedrock principles of hard work, a commitment to do our best, the acceptance of others for who they are, and a love of our community. You, the class of 2025, have demonstrated throughout your time in our school that you have earned your place in Greenwich's long tradition of excellence. On behalf of the entire Greenwich Junior Senior High School staff, many of which were just out in the hallway, I thank you for setting an outstanding example for our other students and for continuing the tradition of excellence that is our school's core principle. Every group of graduating seniors can look back at their time in Greenwich and recall many, many experiences that made up the journey. I hope that your reflections include many happy and heartwarming reflections. Before I list some of your extraordinary accomplishments, there's another group of amazing people that I want to recognize and I want you to help me to thank. This group of people have established our school's reputation as a school of excellence. They come to work committed to inspiring our students to develop and to grow into happy, healthy, and well-rounded citizens, capable of succeeding at whatever endeavors they choose to pursue after high school. I am, of course, speaking of our incredible professional staff here at Greenwich. At this time, I ask everyone here tonight to rise and show their appreciation for our teachers, counselors, bus drivers, custodians, groundskeepers, teaching aides, teaching assistants, and all the other support staff that have dedicated their professional lives to our children this year. Please rise. Thank you for your exemplary service again this year. Now, let's talk about you, the class of 2025. Like so many that have come before you here at Greenwich, you have established your own legacy. Your legacy is defined by both individual achievement and collective excellence. In the end, you will join the previous 147 graduating classes as one of the most accomplished groups of graduates in our school's long history. Let me briefly share with you some of the amazing academic achievements that your class earned. This list is long, however, I think it is very appropriate at our commencement exercise to laud these accomplishments as they are proof of your hard work and dedication to scholastic achievement. 23 of you earned a New York State Regents Diploma. 41 of you earned a New York State Regents Diploma with an advanced designation. 8 of you earned that advanced Regents Diploma with honors. 2 of you earned your New York State High School Equivalency Diploma, otherwise known as the GED. 3 of you earned Greenwich Central School Local Diploma. 3 of you earned the Seal of Biliteracy in French, and 3 of you earned the Seal of Biliteracy in Spanish. 36 of you earned a Seal of Civic Readiness this year. 14 of you earned a Career and Technical Education endorsement with your high school diploma. 11 of you earned Mastery in Science, and 8 of you earned Mastery in Math. Let me be clear. These are amazing academic accomplishments. They come with hard work and dedication, not one day, not 2 days, but throughout your time here in Greenwich. Congratulations on a job well done. However, academic achievements are not all the evidence that we look at for a school's success. Members of your class are amazing artists and musicians. Some of you have won numerous FBLA and mock trial contests. You have won awards at the RPI Science Fair and performed at all county and area all-state music festivals. And members of your class have, of course, excelled in FFA competitions. Many of you have also dedicated yourselves to various interscholastic athletic teams. During your athletic careers in our high school, members of your class competed for New York State championships in competitive cheering, football, girls basketball, outdoor track and field, and softball. All of you that wore the Greenwich uniform did so with dignity and respect, upholding our school's long tradition of athletic success while setting the bar high for future generations. This past year, under your leadership, our high school was once again recognized for its student superior academic performance. This spring, we learned that U.S. News and World Reports ranked your high school in the top 5% nationally. This achievement was earned by a collective commitment to scholarship by you and your teachers. Academic and/or athletic achievements, however, are not all that defines the character and legacy of a class. Your eclectic and diverse talents were constantly on display in our halls, during our concerts, on our athletic fields, at state conventions, and everywhere else that you guys went. The classes that will follow you will do well if they could emulate the commitment and hard work that you have made to maximize your opportunities while enrolled in our school. At this time, I ask everyone in attendance this evening to stand and join me in recognizing the hard work, perseverance, dedication, and most importantly, the achievements of the class of 2025. They're cheering for you. You don't have to look miserable. It'll be over soon. At this point, I want to take a moment to recognize the members of the class of 2025 that have made the commitment to protect our country by joining our nation's armed forces after graduation. I can think of no more honorable and/or courageous endeavor than to protect the freedoms that we all enjoy. I ask that Mr. Finn Morris Belcher, Mr. Jack Saunders, and Mr. Eric Wade please rise to be recognized. On behalf of our school and our community, I want to thank you, young men, for your commitment to serve our country and to protect our freedom, and we all wish you Godspeed. At this time, I'd like to present our first student speaker, Miss Morgan Foster.
Good evening, faculty, family, friends, distinguished guests, and hello, class of 2025. Before I begin, I would like to take a moment to thank the people who have supported me throughout this journey. To all of my teachers, thank you. Thank you for pushing me, believing in me, and giving your time so generously whenever I needed you. To my family, my parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, and siblings, thank you for shaping me into the person I am today and surrounding me with unwavering love and encouragement. And to my classmates, I know these will all be stories one day, and our pictures will all become old photographs, but thank you for filling these years with memories I'll hold on to forever, memories of laughter, friendship, and love. My name is Morgan Foster, and it is an incredible honor to stand before you today, not as someone who had it all go according to plan, but as someone who learned that some of the most beautiful moments in life come from the detours we never saw coming. Just over a month ago, everything changed for me. I tore my ACL and meniscus playing a sport I dedicated my entire life to, lacrosse. I had poured years of hard work, early mornings, and endless hours of training into becoming the best version of myself for my senior season. Everything was going perfectly. My team was thriving. I had earned the role of captain. I was playing better than I'd ever seen myself play. But most notably, I had just committed to Amherst College and earned the opportunity to play for their Division III collegiate lacrosse team, a dream I'd carried since I was a little girl. For the first time, everything felt like it was finally all falling into place. And then, with one fatal misstep and one echoing pop, everything changed. In a single moment, on May 6th, the future I'd worked so hard for suddenly felt uncertain. That moment didn't just injure my knee, it tested how much faith I had in myself to start from day one. To many people, it may seem like I have this injury all under control, which is good, because that's exactly what I wanted everyone to think. I've always been someone who liked having a plan, knowing every step before I took it. I used to believe that being in control was the only way to succeed. That if I could just manage every detail, I could avoid failure. And it worked for a long time, especially in my sports and academics. But now I felt like I had given up all control I had in my life. I didn't recognize myself anymore. I felt like I was in a hole, and I didn't know if I had the strength to get myself out. I had given everything to the sport, and now it felt like everything had been taken from me. I started to ask myself what was the point anymore. This injury could take up to a year to get me back to where I once was, and the re-tear rate in female athletes can be as high as 75%. I was scared, I was tired, I didn't know if I wanted to fight anymore. But I reminded myself, no good story happens from things going right. I chose to fight, not just for myself, but for my community that was constantly supporting me, for my family who was always by my side, and for the little girl I once was, who would never give up in face of any challenge. She deserved more from me than to give up now. I owed it to her to keep going. I owed it to all the people who had cheered me on from the sidelines, who believed in me when I couldn't believe in myself, and most of all, I owed it to my mom, who dropped everything the moment I needed her. She put me first through every appointment, every hard day, and every setback. My mother never gave me any idea that I couldn't do whatever I wanted to do or be whomever I wanted to be. Thank you, Mom, for being strong when I couldn't, for saying when I said I wanted you to go, and for reminding me I can do hard things. This injury may be one of the hardest physical and mental tests I'll face, but I decided it wouldn't be the thing that broke me. Instead, it would be the thing that built me. I didn't choose to tear my ACL and meniscus on May 6th, but it is my choice to recover from it. All of us, in one way or another, have faced setbacks during high school. Some visible, some silent. Whether it was a missed opportunity, a personal struggle, or moments where everything just felt uncertain, we all had our own May 6th. But we made it here. We kept showing up, and that is something worth celebrating. The strength we found through our detours is what will carry us into this next chapter, not just the achievements we list on a piece of paper. The setbacks have shaped us just as much, if not more, than our successes. So as we step into the world beyond these walls, let us not fear the detours. Let us welcome them. Because sometimes the most beautiful parts of our story are written in the chapters we never planned. I didn't get the season I imagined, but I got something else. A harsh truth. That no matter how carefully we plan, life has its own way of unfolding. But there's beauty in that too. Beauty in learning to let go, to trust the timing, and to believe that in the moments that are so unexpected, we will still become exactly who we're meant to be. And that, I believe, is one of the greatest gifts in life we could ever receive. Congratulations to the class of 2025. This is only the beginning. Let your detours shape you, not stop you. Let them remind you who you are. And above all, don't be afraid to write a story that doesn't go as planned, because that might just be the one worth telling. Thank you.
Thank you, Morgan. Ms. Allison Chuda will now present her address.
Hello, friends, family, teachers, and fellow graduates. It is an honor to speak to you all tonight, and I would like to start by recognizing how we got to be sitting here today with these caps and these gowns. We are here tonight because of everyone sitting out there in the audience. In ways both seen and unseen, every member of the crowd out there has pushed us to be here tonight. And on behalf of the class of 2025, I thank you. It is no secret that a person's high school years transform them. Who knows who we would be without that little piece of life advice from Miss Lori, mind-blowing fact from Mr. S., or brutally honest remark from Mr. Nevins? Greenwich Junior Senior High School is imprinted on all of us, and I truly believe that we are better because of it. I encourage you all to take a minute and reflect on the people within GCS that helped you get to where you are today. We have all been lucky enough to be guided and shaped by incredible minds and hearts. We cannot credit the quizzes, tests, or homeworks to our intellectual and personal transformations over these past 13 years. It was the teachers and staff that have truly propelled us forward. Thanks to Greenwich, we have had the privilege of growing as a unit. Most of us have been together since kindergarten, and those of you that joined us throughout the years only served to make our class stronger. We are lucky enough to say that the kids we used to chase around the playground are sitting next to us, in the same color gown with the same silly hat. It is this moment that unites us, but the memories that unify us. I want to thank each of you for a tremendous 13 years, and it has been an honor to grow up beside you all. Often, high school is defined by early mornings, mind-numbing worksheets, and general complaints and grumbles. However, I want to take a second to remind every one of you that the diploma you are about to receive is not only an achievement, but a privilege. We have spent the last 13 years doing what kids from around the world dream of being able to do: learn. Throughout our educational journey, we were supported and guided, which is a rarity and a privilege that I hope you all acknowledge. Not only did we have the privilege of going to school, we had the privilege of going to an amazing school. So as you sit here tonight, I invite you to reflect on the past 13 years and see this graduation not as a jailbreak, but as a celebration of both your hard work and good fortune. This past school year has gone by in a blur. It feels as if we were just celebrating our last first day yesterday. But we're here. With our silly-looking hats, we're here. For me, this past year has been a lesson that time shows no mercy. It marches forward at an unrelenting pace, no matter how desperately you want to hit that pause button. So I encourage you all, right now, to hit the pause button anyway. After tonight, we will be swept into parties, celebrations, summer jobs, and whatever our fall plans are. I encourage you to take just a couple seconds to revel in this moment, for it'll be a memory before you know it. Tonight, I would like to talk to you about wisdom. Wisdom is defined by the Oxford Dictionary as the quality of having experience, knowledge, and good judgment. I would like to point out how it didn't say who can memorize the most complex equations or have the highest IQ. Wisdom is the beautiful blend of knowledge given by living life to the fullest, and it is wisdom that I wish for every one of you. Throughout your lives, I hope you attack the things you love with passion and dedication, for wisdom comes from knowing your priorities. I hope you recognize that one learns more from failing time and time again than succeeding immediately. For wisdom is gained through experience and is not a race. I hope each of you gets your heart broken in any way, shape, or form. For there is wisdom in knowing what is meant for you will find you. I hope you become humble from embarrassment, compassionate from the love you experience from others, and thoughtful from the beauty that life provides. Wisdom is recognizing that our control over life is minimal, taking what the world throws at us to form memories and experiences beyond what we could have ever imagined and planned for ourselves. There is no medal at the end of life that congratulates a person on how few failures they've suffered. No trophy for avoiding heartbreak, embarrassment, or risk. But wisdom is the prize for living life. The collection of knowledge that makes one wise can never be gained from a textbook or an equation. Wisdom is the heap of memories and experiences that serve as proof that you lived. Our lives are monochromatic until we pick up the paintbrush and fill it with color. I know personally that my favorite people to talk to are the ones that have a story for every topic, evidence that they lived life in every way possible. Class of 2025, I hope you age with mischief, fearlessness, and amazing stories. Now, if you've been zoned out and pretending to listen for the past 5 minutes, I hope you hear this, if nothing else. More than ever before, you are your greatest advocate. There is a saying that nothing works in this life unless you do. Now, at a greater rate than we've ever experienced, opportunities will fly past you like cars on a freeway. It is up to us to decide what is worth chasing. How exciting. Let what is uninteresting or harmful fly right by and stay focused on your goals and priorities. Win the standoff with fear and dare to explore what lies on the other side of it. Do it nervous, do it terrified, do it scared to death, but take risks and face challenges, for comfort zones are quiet killers. There is no way to say what each of us will encounter throughout our lives, but it's important to remember that there are seats for us at tables we haven't even seen, friends we have yet to laugh with, and sights yet to be seen. Life lies at the end of this ceremony, bigger and bolder than ever before, and it would be disrespectful to approach it with anything short of our deepest curiosity and most powerful hunger. To my peers, friends, and comrades of the last 13 years, I wish you health and I wish you happiness. I wish you the drive to chase the dreams that won't wait up. However, I also wish you setbacks, failures, and challenges, because most of all, I wish you a life of wisdom. Thank you.
Thank you, Allison. It's now my great pleasure to introduce today's guest speaker, Mr. Brandon Lynette. Mr. Lynette, otherwise known as Coach Lynette, graduated from the Greenwich Central School District in 1988. After high school, Coach Lynette attended the State University of New York at Albany, majoring in accounting and business management. He also minored in economics. Since graduating from Albany, Coach Lynette has worked at the Fort Miller Group for 35 years. In 2001, Coach Lynette started coaching football here at his alma mater, taking over as the head varsity coach in 2007. Over that span, the Greenwich football team has achieved an amazing level of success, winning 5 Division and 5 Section 2 championships, playing in 3 New York State regional championships, and earning a trip to the New York State Finals in Syracuse in 2015. Most importantly, however, Coach Lynette and his wife, Valerie, are most proud of their 2 daughters, both GCS grads, Samantha and Mariah, who were outstanding student athletes here at Greenwich before they graduated. It's now my great pleasure to welcome Coach Lynette to the podium to address the class of 2025.
Good evening. I was feeling pretty good about my speech until I realized I had to follow these 2 outstanding young ladies. Wow, okay, you guys got it going on, nice job. Now I'm feeling just a little pressure. Thank you, George, for that introduction. You didn't mention I'm the winningest football coach in Greenwich history. I am truly honored for the opportunity to speak tonight at my alma mater. I would like to dedicate this speech to my late friend, Coach Leo Flynn. Leo was a great mentor to me, and I don't think I could have coached as long as I have without his friendship and support. Now, the longer I have coached, the more I have tried to stay relevant with our football players. The way I've done that in recent years is to look up the latest slang and try using it properly in practice. I would usually try them out on Cal or Skiffy to get their reaction first and see if I was even close to using them correctly. So I thought I'd have a little fun with the graduates tonight and would try a few. Here we go. How's the drip? Am I onto one? I don't think I have this one right, but do I look Riz? Cal, Joe, was that close? No? No? Okay. I also researched the newest hand gestures. But I thought Jack and Jaden had covered that pretty well for us. I just heard Leo whisper in my ear that I need more DASA training. Please remember, one of God's greatest gifts is the gift of laughter and a good sense of humor. Both of them can get you through the toughest times. Now that we've had a good laugh, I want to congratulate the parents for getting their young adults to graduation. It's not easy to teach your teenagers to be task-oriented and stand up for themselves while still being respectful to others. Great job. If you're lucky, in 10 or 15 years, you might have them out of your house and off your payroll. When George asked me to speak tonight, a few things came to mind. First was, how much does this gig pay? I believe we're still negotiating. Second, was he expecting me to retire from coaching? I know that they very often retiring teacher or staff member speak at graduation. And I thought maybe he was conspiring with my wife to get me to retire. And then third, what could I speak about that would be meaningful to the graduates and their families? There's probably going to be some nervousness as you take your next step into adulting. But whether you go to college, a trade school, the armed services, or straight to work, you need to know your parents, teachers, and especially your coaches have you ready to crush it. Now, before I go any further, I want to give some fatherly advice to the young ladies in the graduating class. It's still a man's world out there. You have to demand more respect, more opportunities, more recognition. I married a strong woman, and we have tried really hard to raise strong, confident daughters. And yet all three of them have had to scratch and claw for every inch of success. Don't forget how powerful and strong you are. And to you young men, there's nothing more motivating than being around a strong and confident woman. There is a few pillars I live my life by. I would like to share them with you. The first is that the buck stops here. You are responsible for your choices and actions. Now, normally you would only hear this under negative circumstances, but I want you to think about how powerful a tool this is. You have the ability to choose what you do and where you go. Let me give you an example from my life that changed everything. Now, I chose to work at the Fort Miller Company instead of pursuing a different career with my degrees. I definitely made less money. But because I worked very early in the mornings there, I was able to pick my girls up from school and play a much bigger role in their lives. Also, I worked for an employer who believes we should be active in our community and supported me when I chose to coach football. Now, if you don't like the direction you're going, you have the power to make different choices and change your path. Some of those choices can be as simple as having a positive attitude, a good sense of humor, or choose to smile at people instead of looking away. These simple choices can make a huge difference. Always look to seek wisdom. What does this mean? For me, it means to surround myself with people who inspire me to be a better version of myself. People who are hardworking, they sacrifice for people they care about, and they value teamwork above individual honors. I have been blessed to have these kind of people on my coaching staff. They're outstanding husbands, fathers, and coaches. They inspire and motivate me every day. Now, Leo Flynn was the first one I coached with that influenced me. His sense of humor, selflessness, and passion for football just drew me in. He definitely made me a better human being. Seek out these kind of people in your life. They will help you be the best version of yourself. Believe in yourself. I think it's important to understand nobody's life is perfect. We're all a little broken. Sometimes life is really hard and times are tough. But without tough times, how would we know what the really good times are? The important thing to realize is that you have the tools and support from family and friends to conquer any problem you may run into. Now, I could not fit everything in this speech I wanted to say, so I've thrown in a few what I call coachisms. All right. Second place is still first loser. I used to tell this to my Little League teams. But what I mean for you guys is always give a first place effort, no matter what you are doing. Remember, freedom does not come free. Honor our military and veterans every chance you get. And for you guys, thank you. Thank you for your service. Everything happens for a reason, as long as you keep faith and a positive attitude. There is a plan for every one of us. It's okay to not be okay, right? Mental illness is real, and it's okay if you're affected by it. What's not okay is if you choose not to ask for help. You have family and friends who will help any way they can, and your coaches also. And last, don't be a hater. Be a Swiftie. I'm a Swiftie. Okay. I'm all done preaching to you. Now I have something I need from you. I've bragged about how great our community is and how phenomenal our school is. I need you to take all the lessons you have learned and share them everywhere you go. Right now we live in a country and a world where there's a lot of hate. We can together help change this. We have something special here in Greenwich, and you need to share it. In a world full of darkness, I need you to be a light. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach Lynette. Coach Lynette mentioned strong and confident women, so I jotted that down as I introduce our next speaker, Dr. Jen Steinle, to the podium.
Coach, holy hell, you made me very nervous back there. I was really. Holy moly. Okay, I think I can handle this now, though. Thank you, Coach, really. Good evening, everyone. First, I'd like to recognize the members of our Board of Education that are here with us this evening. Please stand to be recognized. President Amy Wise Foster. Vice President Michael Conlon. Board Trustee Heather Madison. And Board Trustee Marie Grimke. Trustee Tom Powers is not able to be with us tonight, but he sends his congratulations to the graduates, and I thank our board members for their service and commitment to our school community. I'd also like to extend my thanks to Principal Neese, Assistant Principal Cronin, and all of the GCSD faculty and staff here this evening. Your tireless efforts and dedication have made a lasting impact on the lives of the graduates, and we thank you for that. I'd also like to thank Brianna Harsha, who is one of our graduates here this evening, for her generosity in gifting a beautiful painting to the district office. It will go in the superintendent's permanent gallery. I must say, though, this particular piece of artwork is very interesting. And I wish I had it with me tonight because I'm not going to do it justice, but it's out for framing. It appears to be a rat looking towards the ceiling. And parents, I have no idea what you know about what happened in September, but I know that they know. We had some guests, perhaps, roaming around the school back in September, and I think that maybe Brianna had some inspiration from them, and I really thank her for this beautiful piece of artwork. It is memorable and meaningful, and thank you. Tonight, my heart is always full to speak about our graduating class, but more so this year. This is a class nothing short of a mosaic of personalities, I might say. So I'd like to begin with one of their signature traits, the side eye. Parents, I'm sure that you have seen it. I know that our staff members have seen it. I too have seen it on multiple occasions. But first, I'd like to talk about basketball season, when Grace and Riley were always very gracious on the court and never afraid to express their feelings, the side-eye to the refs, as they called terrible calls according to them. And Luna was referred to as a defensive specialist in a local newspaper, but I'm pretty sure that also meant side-eye. Olive uses the side-eye very often, so strategically and with precision timing, anytime a judge dared to overrule her during mock trial. And my personal favorite example of the side-eye, Max, Hannah Triello, and Joe Skiff delivering full-on side-eyes to Mrs. Slater, believe it or not, when they didn't win at Hungry Hippos at the pep rally. No lie, that's a true story. But for you both, I brought participation medals tonight to bring you some peace, I hope. This class also has chutzpah. Class members, in case you don't know what that means exactly, it's a Yiddish word that means boldness, audacity, or nerve. It implies a kind of fearless confidence, of course, sometimes with a little bit of attitude, but not in a bad way. Alex Barber showed an awful lot of chutzpah. Some of you are giggling because you don't know Alex at all, I'm sure, yeah. He showed a lot of chutzpah when he approached, and I use the word approach very loosely because it was an aggressive approach, perhaps, Assemblymember Carrie Warner to demand funding, lots and lots of funding, to bring live animals to campus because he wanted to expand our ag program behind the high school, no doubt, with live animals. And he asked her for all of the money she could possibly give. I'm not sure if Miss B knows anything about that or how Mr. Kelly feels, but I'm certain you already asked Mr. Neese permission for this, didn't you? Yeah, okay, good. Certainly a lot of chutzpah, Alex, thank you. Talent, this group has lots of talent. Mr. Harrington once praised Jack Saunders for being nice and gentle. Nice and gentle, that's certainly how we describe Jack, isn't it? It was particularly funny because it was during a basketball game and you were playing like it was football. You should really try rugby next year. Other performances this year that were exemplary were Eli and Emery, of course, and Zombie Prom. That program was so strong, it was beautiful. But I really enjoyed the senior recorder ensemble of Hot Cross Buns. And I did enjoy Ava's side-eye in that as somebody messed up Hot Cross Buns. However, Mr. Califano is still really proud. What truly distinguishes this class is their character, their kindness, their leadership. Allie, Morgan, Serena, you are destined to lead. Whether it's a courtroom, a boardroom, a movement, you're forces of nature with empathy and wisdom. I can't talk about character or kindness without mentioning BMAC, my personal assistant, thank you. Brendan was literally assigned to me one day at a blood drive in which I almost fainted and all of my things fell all over the floor. Lipstick, my phone, all of it. He just picked every single thing up and made sure I was okay and sent me on my way. But that kind of calm, caring presence is rare and so deeply appreciated. Thank you, BMAC. At the final football game in Middletown, a woman from the other team asked me, "Which one of those kids is yours?" And I smiled and I said, "All of them. They're all mine," because that's how it feels. Each one of you has left your mark, not just on this school, but on every one of us, privileged to walk alongside you on this journey, including me. As you step into the world beyond these walls, take the best of Greenwich with you. Your humor, your courage, your side eyes, your dreams. Know that you'll always have a home here and that we will always be cheering you on. Congratulations, class of 2025. We're so proud of you. Go out there, make good choices, and do amazing things.
Allison McKenna Chuda. Morgan Janet Foster. Olive B. McGowan. Ava Victoria Aristock. Esmeralda Marie Alvarado. Chloe Alvarez. Max P. Anatriello. David Arena Reese. Grace Lane Autiello. Hannah Bain. William H. Bain. Alexander Michael Barber. We practiced this. Winter Bates. Chloe Benson. Logan Bounds. Jonathan E. Bowling, Jr. Riley Helen Brophy. Eli Sandhu Beretta Bloom. Van B. Church. Madeline May Curley. Calvin Curtis. Aaron Davidson. Rio Davidson. Brooke Kingsley Demonenko. Serena Marie Drost. Emery Elizabeth Dubois. Pierce Fedler. Riley Stephen Fedler. Avery Elena Graves. Brianna Harsha. Ryan P. Hughes. Joseph Hunter. Leo Anthony Jordan. Lillian Kelly. Lillian Knapp. Gabriel Robert Kurland. October I. Lemery. Justice Lapel. Arthur Lapointe. Isabella Lower. Marley Loveland. Olivia Loveland. Garrett Thomas Lundberg. Colby J. McAuliffe. Brendan Michael McClay. Finnegan William Morris Belcher. Samuel Enrique Palacios. Luna Paradis Weeb. Taylor Poovey. Joseph Radovich Jr. Nicholas Mark Record. Olivia Rose Riccio. Jack P. Saunders. Julia Lynn Scambalori. Cooper Edward Skiff. Joseph Skiff. Alyssa May St. Mary. Savannah Latasha Sterling. Kayla Grace Stewart. Morgan Grace Stone. Addison Eleanor Truax. Braden Tyner. Isabella Velez. Eric W. Wade. Jaden L. White. Jordan Young. Senior class President Olive McGowan will now lead the class in the 2025 singing of our alma mater. You will find the words of the alma mater on the inside back cover of your program. Please join the seniors. Olive will now move the tassel. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Greenwich Central School District graduated class of 2025.